Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. The Volunteers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though. This defense he's playing, he's got to be
breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the run, it's Peoples. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got it behind the line. It's Peoples.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
He's got 47 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ball. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Floating away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab on the left side. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They go to the ground. Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The corners are walked up tight. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They're coming off a national championship win last year. But you got to think, this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Tate. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on with him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown ball. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Wide open downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Makes the catch. It's Graham. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Blocked. The heat got to him.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked. Huge play on the block.
The Vols want to move quickly. It was a fair question to wonder how Ohio State would respond after getting upset by Michigan, but he makes a grab, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half, but you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Now, don't forget, I'm sure he hasn't. He had one blocked earlier. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the ground. He's got it again. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you've got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Thomas. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. He's going to take off. Oh, what a cut! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He slips and slides his way out to the 14. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to adjust the pattern. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Ball. Oh, he's got some space. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed in the field.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And down he goes back with the 3. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. And tackled there by the defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Donaldson. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own. Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. No falls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Makes him talk to the hand. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Garcia. Oh, what a move to get open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. Hard running there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the ground, it's Bishop. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Now, don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Find some fresh air.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And the Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaines. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wide receiver going in motion. play action on first down. That's caught. It's Garcia. Oh, he got loose. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Vols in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. They didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if